Develop your imagination. Today we're not talking about luck. We're not talking about talent or money or connections. We're talking about something infinitely more powerful, something every single person in this room already has, yet very few fully develop. We are talking about imagination, the workshop of your mind. Imagination is literally the workshop wherein are fashioned all plans created by man. Everything you want, everything you hope to achieve, everything that will define your success starts first in your imagination. Not in your wallet, not in your resume, not in your circumstances. Imagination, the first stage of all success before the airplane flew. The idea lived in the mind of the Wright brothers. Before a single iPhone was sold, Steve Jobs imagined a device that didn't yet exist. Before empires, inventions, movements, or revolutions, there was an idea, a vision, a spark. Imagination is the place where reality is born. Napoleon Hill teaches us that desire is the starting point of all achievement, but desire alone isn't enough. Desire needs a direction, it needs a map, it needs a creative strategy, and imagination is the engine that transforms desire into plans and action. Your imagination is not a toy. It's not something reserved for dreamers or artists or children. It's a tool of achievement, a weapon of change, a blueprint maker for your legacy. The two types of imagination. Hill's golden insight. Hill breaks imagination into two parts. Synthetic imagination. This is when you take existing ideas and rearrange them into new combinations. You don't create something from scratch, you connect the dots differently. Think about Uber. Taxis already existed, apps already existed, but someone said, what if we combine them? That's synthetic imagination. Synthetic imagination is practical. It's the kind of thinking that builds businesses, improves systems, and solves daily problems. Creative imagination, this is where real magic happens. It's the source of your greatest breakthroughs. It comes not just from the mind, but from the soul. It often shows up in the form of inspiration in moments of silence, deep emotion, or complete faith. Creative imagination is not logic, it's lightning. When you allow creative imagination to flow, you begin to receive new ideas that don't just improve the world, they change it. And here's what Hill says. Through the faculty of creative imagination, the finite mind of man has direct communication with infinite intelligence. This is how the greatest ideas in history were born. Why most people never use their imagination. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you just sat and imagined, not scrolled, not watched, not copied someone else, but actually sat with your own thoughts and created something in your mind? See, most people don't lose imagination because they grow old. They grow old because they lose imagination. We've been conditioned to believe that imagination is childish, that dreaming is unrealistic, that having your head in the clouds is a weakness, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Every empire starts in the clouds before it's ever built on the ground. Your mind is not a prison, it's a launch pad. But if you only fill it with noise, fear, and limitations, imagination withers. It becomes dull, silent, forgotten, and so does your potential. How to awaken and develop your imagination step by step. Let me show you how to reclaim it step by step. Just as Napoleon Hill taught, feed it with new ideas. Imagination doesn't grow in stale soil. Read books, watch biographies, study industries outside your own, travel, talk to people with radically different views. New inputs equals new connections equals new creations. Write down your desires. Desire is the fuel of imagination. But clarity is the spark. What do you want? Be specific. Write it down morning and night. Imagination flows faster when it knows the destination. Visualize vividly. Set aside 10 minutes a day. Close your eyes. See the life you want in detail, the smells, the colors, the people, the conversations. Visualization is mental rehearsal for success. Believe in the unseen. Faith is not the absence of doubt. It's the decision to believe anyway. And imagination only becomes powerful when it is backed by belief. Create in silence. Turn off the noise. Go for a walk without your phone. Meditate. Reflect. Creative imagination whispers, it doesn't shout. You have to quiet the world to hear it. Act on inspiration when you get an idea. Write it down immediately. Don't delay. Don't analyze it to death. Start building. Start testing. Start moving. Imagination without action is like lightning without thunder, seen but not heard. Imagination changes you first, then the world. Let me be crystal clear. Imagination doesn't just change the world around you, it changes the person inside you. When you begin to live from your imagination instead of your memories. When you start thinking about possibilities instead of problems, when you ask what could be instead of what is, everything begins to shift. You stop reacting and start creating. You stop surviving and start designing. You stop repeating the past and start building the future. This is not wishful thinking. This is the foundation of every revolution, every movement, and every leap in human progress. The greatest thinkers understood this. Let's take a moment to honor a few icons who lived from this principle. Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world." Walt Disney turned imagination into an empire. He said, "If you can dream it, you can do it." Nikola Tesla visualized entire machines in his mind before he built them. He didn't start in a lab. He started in his imagination. Elon Musk imagined life on Mars, reusable rockets, and an electric world, and then made it real. The common thread: they imagined boldly and then built relentlessly. Imagination is the ultimate power in a noisy world, in a world addicted to distraction, in a world that rewards copying over creating, in a world where everyone wants results but few are willing to think originally. Imagination becomes your competitive edge. It separates the creators from the consumers, the leaders from the followers, the great from the good. If you're not imagining a better future, you're just repeating the past. Build in the mind before you build in the world. So I'll ask you one final question today. What are you building in your imagination? Because your life will never rise higher than the vision you hold in your mind. No one becomes a billionaire by accident. No one transforms their life without first transforming their thinking, and Napoleon Hill knew this. That's why he made imagination one of the 13 core principles of success, because everything begins in the invisible before it ever shows up in the physical. So imagine better, imagine bigger, imagine bolder. Then back it with faith, take action with courage, and move with purpose. Because your imagination isn't fiction, it's the future in seed form. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve.